Looking for the best upgrade for your Weber Genesis? Then this could be the video for you. Don't forget, everything into the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place for those barbecue accessories, so make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Weber fans, welcome back to the channel. So as you know, I bought the Weber Genesis recently. I wanted to keep an eye on that temperature without keep popping out and checking the temperature and then to come back in and back out. There's a simple upgrade for it, and that is the ChefsTemp S1. Let's jump in and check it out. Right, so we've got the ChefsTemp S1. It is normally used for charcoal grills, but it does work a treat on the Weber Genesis. What I like about the ChefsTemp S1 is it's got high accuracy, water resistant, high temp resistance, smart temperature control, so you can connect it to the Brizo if you've got a charcoal drill, but obviously you can't use the Brizo with the Genesis at present. And then you've got customizable alerts on your phone. So let's open it up and have a look. So in the S1, you get the instruction manual, you get a USB-C charger, chargeable as well, so it's just a charging port there. To turn it on, you literally hold it there. That will come on. Comes as standard at Fahrenheit. If you want to change it to Celsius, just hold this button here, and that will change to Celsius, which is great. If you want to charge it as well, it is removable as well. So if you twist that off, obviously it's going to disconnect. But you can twist that off, leave that on your Weber Genesis, and then when you've charged it in the house, you can just reconnect it. You just line it up there with the connections and then twist, and that will reconnect. As you can see, it's reconnected and we've got 30 degrees. It's obviously picking up the temperature of my hand. So let's go and see how easy it is to fit on your Weber Genesis. So we've got the standard Genesis temperature gauge, and this works on the Summit. You can do this on all the Weber barbecues that have this gauge, and it's really simple to fit. So what we're going to do is take this gauge out, so just lift that up, undo our wing nut, so you can store your Genesis thermometer in case you want to put it back to original at some later date. Just remove that rear section, store your wing nut on your probe. What I'd do with this, I'd just store it in your ChefsTemp box in case you ever want to put it back to original. And then all we're going to do is remove the wing nut off our ChefsTemp S1. We've got a washer there. Just pop that in there. What we're going to do is install this on the Genesis and then put the washer on the inside and tighten it up. Support that as you open the lid. Then while supporting it from the other side, you're just going to put your washer on and your wing nut. Now just check that it's straight. Just give that a light twist to make sure that's straight and level, and then tighten up your wing nut. And I found that this is not too big where it might interfere with the rotisserie. So you can still use your rotisserie and this is not going to interfere with it. Turn it on. And that's reading 27 degrees Celsius, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So this now will give you the ambient temperature, and then if we can connect our ChefsTemp probe, and that will give us the temperature of the internal meat. So this will link to our phones as well. So as and when you need to charge it, just make sure you turn it off. And then it's just a twist to the left and out it slots. Take it in the house and then charge it with a USB-C charger. Also, if you've got two of these, they are interchangeable, so you can use this with your charcoal drill or your Weber Genesis. All you need is a separate backing plate. You don't have to keep unbolting them to use with your charcoal drill. And once it's fully charged, 3 points here, 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 there, and there. So just line that up. So it's just a little bit off center, and then you push it in and twist, and that locks in place. And then you're ready to rock and roll. Again, because I haven't got the app open, it will automatically go to Fahrenheit as opposed to Celsius, but you can just switch that by holding that button there. Now with the S1, you can link up to 4 probes, and with charger probes, you want the charging dock, and just pop that in. Okay, and it will turn blue. When it's fully charged, that will go out. At the moment, I've just got the mini probe that's linked to the S1. You can delete all your probes that are linked to anything else, and you can get extra probes from all the links in the description. Now with our probe in the charging dock on the app, that it's telling us that there's 2 bars charged, so it does need a charging. When that's fully charged, that light will go out on the dock, and that will be on 4 bars. That's charging. The probe is disconnected because it's in the charging dock, and we'll leave that to fully charge. And then when we take out to come to use it, we should have 4 bars on our internal probe. And all we're going to do on our phone is open our ChefsTemp app. That'll open up and it should automatically connect to whatever we've got connected. So there you go, it's automatically come through. I have named this one Genesis 4 burner, so I know what it is. So we click on there and that gives us our ambient temperature. And at the moment it's reading 25 degrees in that Genesis, which is great. So we don't have to keep going in and out. It just works. This app works great. It's fantastic, especially if you've got a Genesis. If you've got a baby Q, then obviously just use the probes with the ChefsTemp Pro 2 that I shared. This works a treat, just upgrading that Genesis and making it a smart grill. Okay, so we've got our mini probe connected now. So we've got the ambient temperature of the Genesis, and then internal, because it's got this probe here, it's picking up my fingers and it's thinking it's 31 degrees internal. And you can see on the S1, it's got that probe linked, got the internal temperature, which is coming from this probe, and it's coming up at 30 degrees, and it's still giving us ambient temperature because it's not on, of 24 degrees. So we can cook up some great roasts on the Genesis 4 using the ChefsTemp S1 and probes. And when not in use, just save the battery time, hold that, and it should turn off. So because we turned it off on the Genesis 4, you can see it's disconnected. The probe will still be connected. So as we go back, we can see it's still connected to our probe. So even if the battery did go flat on there, you've still got your probe, which is giving you internal temperature. So you're still going to be able to monitor that using the ChefsTemp app. That will just give the internal temperature of our joint or roast, whereas the ambient temperature is linked up by the S1. Now the S1 has got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. So basically you've got two backups. If one doesn't work, the other one will. The Wi-Fi connection is the most stable. So make sure you connect it via your Wi-Fi via a 2.4 gigahertz and not 5 gig. Don't forget, if you're using the video today, there will be links in the description below for the best place to get those barbecue accessories. So make sure you check those out at the end of this video. So the ChefsTemp S1, was it worth the upgrade to the Weber Genesis? In my opinion, it was well worth buying that second S1 for my Weber Genesis. I've done some fantastic roasts on there I will be sharing in the future. I've done an amazing pork, I've done an amazing chicken, and the biggest benefit I've found is because it monitors that ambient temperature, you haven't got to worry about fat fires, because as soon as the temperature rises, your app on your phone is going to let you know. So there's no issue of fat fires for those of you who may suffer from those. Just an amazing piece of equipment, and it works fantastic with the Weber Genesis, the Weber Kettle, or even the Weber Summit. Now the links to the ChefsTemp S1 will be linked down in the description below, so make sure you check those out if any of you want to upgrade. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Happy grilling, and I'll catch you next one.